So I just finished watching the movie Thinline, and I have a lot of things to say. So I'm going to keep the non-spoiler section of this very short, so I can just move into spoilers. Without giving you spoilers, what I would say is, I won't even say much. I would just say a girl sets her sights on a pastor, and that's all I will tell you. You can check out the trailer, and then you can watch the movie. The movie is like 2 hours, and it could have been a simple 1 hour 45 minutes, but please, it's actually a really good film. And what I will also say is, girls are players too. But sometimes this is what happens when you play too hard. This is kind of what can happen. Anyways, check it out and let's talk about spoilers. So if you're about to start going from here, about to get into spoilers, let's get into it. The first thing that I want to say, because I took notes as I was writing, I'm just going to be reading them as I go, is number one, girls are players too. Annie was a player. It was so interesting watching this because so much of what she's doing, in media, we kind of see she's drugging men, taking advantage of them. The man is the victim of sexual abuse and blackmail. I said, girls are players too. And just the way we have trash men, we have trash women. And Annie said, yeah, I will be the trash woman for today. And she played it very well. Uche Montana did a fantastic job. And it's so because women in films, my girls that are players, a baddie, it's hard for me to get against them. But Annie, you played a bit too much. You played a bit too much, girl. I can't even stand behind you on this. The next thing I want to say is that once again, communication is key. Like with many movies, communication is always the big thing. And when Mercy Aigbe's character keeps asking, that is Damilola, she keeps asking Pastor Raymond, like, what is everything okay? Is everything okay? This is after he gets blackmailed the first time, and he just keeps saying nothing. I'm like, communication is key. Just tell your wife. And what's so particularly upsetting about that is now later when you don't already go meet the girl, when you don't already do what you do, you like him start me now. Start telling me, actually, we went to I opened door at hotel. Then she now called me again. Then don't part that KB is when he said, I did it for us. You did it. I follow you knock the knock where you go now. If I was damn Lola for knock down head, I follow you go now. I did it for us, qua. Let me go back to what I was talking. Iyaba and her husband in this movie, I guess, are just comic relief. Like that, a lot of their relationship is just, I guess, is comedic. And the next thing I wrote was, so when she takes the pictures, Annie or Pastor Raymond, and they show the pictures, he does look passed out in the pictures. He looks like he's been drugged. But I had the thought, and I'll ask you, if something like this came out for a pastor that was, popping right now, do you think it would be like, ta na lie, she actually drugged him, it looked like saying don't pass out? Or would you actually believe that he was part of this? Because I feel like even as much as he looks passed out, I feel like in today's day and age, people will still be like, into him, in just the sleep. So that's why, because at one point I was like, but he looks obviously passed out. He should just come out and say that, like I was drugged and then this happened. But people will be like, hey, make I hear what, you go knock a shower night, they can't give us story. I can just even hear it. So like I was like, this is kind of a dicey situation to be in as a man in his position. The next thing that I wrote was Uche Mariah Carey. This was when Annie said, I just want one night. I said, Uche Mariah Carey, I give my all just for one more night with you. I said, only I would do, just for one night. She said, all I need is one night only. Uche Mariah Carey. Then I said, when Pastor Raymond now finally concedes to do the one night only, I said, Pastor Raymond, you're forgetting that you're getting blackmailed. You're not supposed to enjoy this snack the way you enjoy it. Because Pastor Raymond is doing different style. Eye is rolling back, or guy they kiss, or guy they press. I say, Pastor Raymond, this is a blackmail. Pastor Raymond, this is a blackmail. Don't forget what we do. Pastor Raymond. And then after, he was now in his car, slapping his head, forming I regret that. You with your eye just roll back 1 second ago, Pastor Raymond. Then I also wrote that our actors, they actually shall act. I mean like Nigerian actors. Because for the sheer volume of films that our actors do, they actually deliver. Like seeing Mercy Aigbe in this role, I was like, I just saw her recently, My Mother is a Witch, and she really did like a different performance there from this one. Seeing Iyabo Ojo here, and I just watched Labake Olododo not too long ago, and she was so different in Labake Olododo and such a different role. I was like, even see Uzor Arukwe, like our actors, man, they have range. Like I think some people are always like, I don't know, but like for the sheer volume of movies that our actors have to do, the fact that they actually keep delivering and keep showing up and really delivering on these things is a testament of talent. Like we're actually very talented in the Nigerian movie industry. The next thing that I wrote was the police. They not fit come after service. when they entered during the middle of service to take away the pastor, I said, make on just wait. Service now, how long now? Make on just wait when church close. But well, I guess they said we need to carry you at any hour. The next thing is, when they now announced that Annie is dead, let me tell you, I was laughing at people. First of all, nobody was mourning this girl. I want to start by Sheyi Bola. When Sheyi Bola opened the door, I was telling the police, Dabi, when they asked, do you know Annie? And he said, Dabi, yeah, I tried to shoot her, but she ran away. So, I tried to shoot her, but she ran away. You know what I mean? I said, you're telling police. The police was not reaching for his own gun. Sheyi Bola was like, I tried to shoot her. Yeah, you know what I mean, right? I said, this Sheivola was cracking me up. Then the person, my funniest person in this movie, Yvonne Jegede. Let me tell you something. Yvonne was cracking me up. When Yvonne was taking ownership of the kidney, very she's talking to the man in the car and to Kechi Princess character. And she there like, this small girl, I carry her go mountain. Yes, now me wait one. I tell her that's all right. I was laughing. Yvonne Jegede acted this role so well. I was laughing. Like Yvonne had me cracking up. Yvonne had seen in the jail cell when she was trying to not speak English properly. I was dying. Yvonne Jegede was a standout for one of the people that is not even like she's like a minor character in this, but she stood out. That whole scene of her talking about now me carry her go mountain now. When she did, I was laughing. Tears actually coming down my face. Like that whole scene, I was dying of laughter. The next thing that I'm sure there's another part here that says Yvonne at the laughter. Yeah. No, Yvonne cracked me up. And then to kind of like wrap up the movie, is when the confession and the revelation of how it is at the end. I was like, it could have been a little bit more earned, yeah. But at the same time, I like that they showed that the wife didn't crack easily. Like Damlola didn't crack immediately. I also like that there was a bit of an investigation. Like we do see the earring, and then he sees it in the picture, and then she comes, and at first she's not giving answer. She's still being like, but then everything that they're saying, they're really pricking her with the, is it because she was hot? Is it because she was a baddie? Is that why? And her being like, shut up, you don't know anything. And then now saying, let's give her 5 hours. I was like, okay, at least even just that scene of saying that we're going to give her 5 hours to just show like they're actually putting pressure on her. They're actually, it's not just like she just blurted it out. They actually got her there. I think that was good. So it could have been a little bit more earned because it kind of in like 5 scenes the revolution has happened. But at the same time, the film is already like 2 hours. There was no need to, I guess, drag it out any longer. So I'm not mad at it. I'm actually like happy that they actually even put at least some more thought into it. So it's not just so whatever. But yeah, I would say that the movie they could have cut down on the scene, where Pastor Raymond is telling Damilola and he's giving her like a whole recap of what we had already seen from the beginning, where he said, I went to her room and then I did this. I was like, that scene was a bit too long. We could have condensed that, and then some other scenes after the death of Annie too, we could have kind of condensed. But overall, this could have been a cute 1 hour 50 minute film or 1 hour 45 minutes, truly. But I'm not mad at it. Ultimately, what they did was a very, very good film. Ultimately, I really enjoyed Thin Line. I missed this when it was in cinema, but I'm happy it's streaming now. It was a very good time. Mercy Aigbe really killed that. It's a production company, and they did that. This was actually a really, really good one. If you've been watching this video and you still don't know who I am, my name is VDK. I make movie bingo cards, which you can find on my Substack, vdkfilmclub.substack.com, and I also talk about movies. Until the next movie that I watch and the next video that you see me in, have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye.